I'm Frank, this is another episode of Nerf Stereotypes. In this episode, we're covering the Melee Man, the guy who only uses melee and hates shooting blasters at all. What's up, nerds? I'm gonna go over my loadout and what I use to nerf. I like to smack people with foam because, you know, it's a good form of anger management that doesn't get me arrested. Unless you play with those little wimps, you're like, you hit me too hard, you hit me too hard. It's just like, well, shut up. Psh. And that's why I use foam toys instead of like bats and stuff, because I got arrested once when I did that. Some people just don't know how to take a joke, obviously. I mean, story for another day. Anyways, to my Nerf gear. Starting out with my chainsaws, these have really awesome grips, and that's why I use these, so you can just go completely ham on people, and you know, you never lose traction. Sometimes if you lose the grip and it turns into a thrown melee toy, some admins get really pissy over that stuff, so you know, having that awesome traction is nice. Which is, of course, the reasoning for my awesome, sweet sweatbands here. I put one on each wrist because obviously full ambi on the melee, so I can use each hand. One-handed little people. Wasting your left hand, bros. Two hands, double the damage. Oh, yeah. Notice that's coordinated with my t-shirt color, and that's because, you know, while you're nerfing, while you're shooting at people, you can't get close to people. When you use melee, you have to get super close to them, so when you're looking super fly, you can hit on the ladies and pick up a phone number or two, you know. That's also why I nerf, to socialize. So sometimes people take my melee toys and they think it's funny to throw them away or whatever, so you know, I'm down a melee toy, whatever, I only have one. I have others on my backup vest here just in case, and some of them of course have special purposes. This one is very similar to the chainsaw, a little bit less traction, so sometimes I let go of this one in wetter, rainy conditions. But if I lose that one, I can go to my other one that's held just back in the vest there. I definitely like the shape of this one. It's definitely aerodynamic for those hardcore, high-velocity smacks on people's faces or whatever. And the orange looks super classy, you know, style points. If you couldn't recognize it, my vest is just a Nerf Elite Tac vest. I do have the little darts up here because they look cool. I don't actually use Nerf blasters, so I don't really need those, but sometimes, you know, you can take them off, throw them at people if the rules allow it. And down here, an extra chainsaw, you know, just in case I just want to go back to that. You know, you can't have enough melee toys. You can't have enough weapons on you ready to go. And I've saved the best for last because this one isn't just a melee, like striking, it's a thrown toy. Oh yeah, super tactical up in here. I can hit people at like 10 feet away. 10 feet, that is crazy range in a Nerf war. Unless of course you're using a Nerf blaster engaging at like 70, 80 feet, but whatever. For melee, 10 feet is awesome. That is all my Nerf gear. That's usually how I keep it. I like to stay kind of light. I don't like a lot of crap all over me because I just like to run around. Obviously you have to run really fast to melee people, since you can't just shoot them. I've been to a few Nerf events where the hosts are like, hey, you can't only do melee, you have to have a Nerf blaster. So boom, F you rules, you don't know me. That's what I show up with. I usually don't even load it. I'll just have an empty strong arm that I'm using as an extension handle for my melee toy like this. Oh man, I've made some admins seriously mad when they want you to shoot, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to. I'm a melee guy. Anybody can point and shoot and hit somebody at 40, 50 feet away. That takes no skill whatsoever. I am all about showing off and being awesome and acrobatic and doing hardcore parkour all over the place. Melee demonstrates my mad skills way better than shooting people. Anybody could just go doof doof doof. Yeah, guns are for man up and use a melee toy, a girl. So yeah, I'm all about the melee. I like to go out and, you know, smack people with foam. Nah man, LARPing's for nerds. Now, LARPing, not cool at all. Playing normal Nerf guns, totally fun. Super fun, super cool people. What do you mean, that's not a contradiction? Your mom's a contradiction. Yeah, whatever. I'm the Melee Man. That's my loadout and gear. Hopefully you learned something. That's the stereotype of the Nerf Melee Man. Probably not the most war-effective way to approach the game, but I'm sure they have fun. That's this episode of Stereotypes. If you'd like to see a different stereotype, leave a comment in the section below. I'm Frank, thanks for watching, and remember, stay tactical.